Welcome to Danish Fly Tying YouTube channel. On this channel I'm gonna give you inspiration for your own fly tying, and I'm showing you fly tying tutorials, and I'll guide you through the steps of flies that I believe in and I know that works. And today we're gonna tie this little, I will use it as a dropper fly, as a almost provocative fly. It doesn't have a thing that it really mimics, but I know the colors and the sizes and the materials works, and I've already caught fish on it as well. And for this fly we're gonna use a Stingerhook and a tail of golden pheasant and some vinyl rib, a Palmerhackle and a front hackle. And I've got this beautiful golden pheasant skin, and it's these feathers up here that we're gonna use for this fly. And for the body it has some fluorescent antron yarn on around the hook shank, and above that some vinyl rib. This is called rust, medium size, and a feather from, this is a red cape, almost like a dry fly cape. And as the front hackle I'm using feathers from this patch that I got, and don't know if almost everything of these materials are just fluorescent, as I don't want to say that word here on YouTube, but they work. And yeah, I'll go through the steps, and if you have any comments or question about how I tie this or how I will fish this fly, then please comment down below. So let's get tying. Yes, so here it is, and the hook I'm using is an FlyCo Explorer Stinger hook. It's almost identical as a Ahrex 122, if you ask me. There's a quite large, big hook gap on this one, and a stinger hook with a quite long shank. And the thread I'm using is a Veevus GSP 30 denier, which is very thin and still very strong, so I use that for almost all my fly tying. And for the tail I'm using a neck feather here from a golden pheasant skin that I have, and actually I'm only going to use the top part of it, like this, and I'm gonna put it on top and then wrap over it. Great, and then you can just manipulate it the way you want it to be. Oh, that was not the top of the, I'm gonna do like this with the shiny side above, and then it will strap, it will be on both sides of the shank, and secured with some thread wraps, and then we can cut it off. Now we're going to build up the body of the fly, and underneath I'm having this antron yarn in fluorescent orange. I'm gonna wait with that one. Actually, I'm going to put the vinyl rib first, and to get a more slim profile I take my lighter and just heat it up a bit. Then you can press it hard and get a more slim profile. Secure it and work your way down the hook shank, and I'm putting the flat side towards the, I think I'm gonna find the flat side and put it towards the hook shank. That was my intention. I think that's better. Yes. Great. Down to where you had your thread wraps for the tail, and now I'm gonna use the antron yarn. The same as the vinyl rib, and I'm put it in this clamp, spiral clamp, so you have just at least a bit of place to put them when you're tying it in. And for the body hackle I'm using some, it's from a cape from, I think it's Ewing, a red, almost like a dry fly cape, and I have stripped down one side of it, as you see here. And for me, I'm stripped the left part of the feather. If you have it like this, then the left side. And you need a quite long feather for this one, for these flies where you have this vinyl rib, as some of my other flies here on YouTube as well, because there's so many wraps of it. And secure it to the hook shank, and now we're ready for building up the body. Underneath there's going to be this antron yarn. I use this antron yarn because it's just so fluorescent and it will shine through the vinyl rib. You can use whatever material that you like. You can use tinsel as well if you want some more shine to it. Secure it and cut it off. Then we're going to take the vinyl rib, and this can be a bit tricky because you want the flat side underneath, but you can, with your index finger, you can hold it here and then make sure you have tight wraps. And yeah, secure it, cut it off. It can be a bit tricky with these ends of the vinyl rib, but I think it's okay. Then we'll take the feather and wrap up between the vinyl rib. Almost hit the camera there, but I think it's okay. Make sure that you get between the vinyl rib wraps. and you're gonna end up with a super cool body here. This feather is just perfect. Great. Push it backwards and then you can secure it one more time. Now we're ready for the front hackle, and here I'm using it's from a saddle. It's super fluorescent if you're into that kind of feathers and materials. This is like a fire orange, and I'm gonna strip away the fluffy part. And this one I'm using for some game changers. This little extra feather for the tails, like this one. It's perfect for a little fluffy tail, but I don't have a video of that yet, maybe later. But again, we have the feather here and the curvy side upwards, and then we're gonna take away the left side of it. And then get the tip ready. Tie it down. Fold it one time backwards. And get your small scissor. Great. Then we're going to wrap up the front hackle here. Great. About 3 turns with this one. Maybe that was one more. I think it's okay. Fold it backwards and give it some turns. Great. Cut off the stem. Then we can take our whip finish. Couple of turns. This is so thin that it's okay to get to. And I'm using for the head. Again, this is a very thin thread from Veevus. Just for the head. I like to tie with the GSP thread because it's much stronger than this one. And if you have a bit clumsy fingers or something, that's much easier. Yes, tie it down. This is just for the looks of it. So it's completely fishable with the GSP thread. It's just, I like to get a nice head on the flies. And now I'm just mingling with some UV resin. Just, you can use head cement or lacquer or what you want. It's fine. And it didn't crowd the hook eye. Perfect. And as you see here with the UV light, it's just fluorescent all the way through. A great little dropper fly for my sea trout fishing here in Denmark. And if you really like, then you can separate some of the feathers here with a needle. Yes, I think that's it. Now it's ready to catch some sea trout, and also I've used it for some perch fishing as well. It's on shallow water. They just love a little fluorescent fly like this. Yes, so if you have any comments, please leave a note down below, and subscribe to this channel for more fly tying videos. So catch you on the coast.